Right, I have to cut that one off there. Keep the questions if you can, lads. Just keep them short and to the point. You don't have to send loads. Just keep them short and to the point, because it's easy to get roped in reading them out. And some of them like that John Wilson. No offence, John, but you know it's past is past, isn't it? You know, I've made mistakes in the past, and you know, I've made mistakes, and I'm looking to the future now. Now we've all made mistakes, haven't we? And so I don't really want to dwell on that, but anyway, positive thinking. Right, Chris Wilkie. Porky, where can I get a polo shirt and a hoodie? Simple. Get in touch with kofficial.com and they will sort you out and look after you. But they've got some fantastic K-Official puffer coats, Porky Corner puffer coats. They are gorgeous, and if you're watching this, Paul or Emma, get in touch with me. You've got my card details. Order me one of them grey ones with white writing and Porky Corner thing there. Just a little cartoon Porky with that says Porky's Corner. I don't want the emblem embroidery thing on the arm. I don't think you'll be able to do that on them, but you'll be able to do a thing there, and I want the K-Official in white there. Order me one of them, they're 70 quid. If you order me one of them, see I pay the same as all yours. I don't get everything free, but I'm going to have one of them. I think they're great. Right, Chris Wilkie, let's have a look. That must be his reply. Cheers Porky, will do, your videos are great, I'm a hardcore as well, love boxing, keep the videos coming, your channel's brilliant. Thank you, that's how it should be. Unless you're John Wilson here. Oh, John Wilson, question for Porky. See, how long's this going to be? Oh, Porky. Oh, you sent me a short one this time. What humbles you as a person, or what has humbled you in the past, and what does now? What is spelled W-H-A-T, not Q-H-A-T. Why are your videos laid out regarding current topics, John? Oh, you're a barrel loss, John. My videos are laid out because I can't edit, because I'm not very good with computers and that, but we've got somebody, we're all doing some editing stuff, and obviously I'm going to try and learn how to do it. I might have to have a couple of lessons, but until then, Rico was helping me, and K-Official do it do them all in one go now. Emma and Paul have been really good, and they're friends of mine, and they help a few people in boxing, and we know, because they've got a business and they work in the boxing industry, so they've been fantastic with me. And like I said, I'm going to see them next month with my advisor, and we're going to work something out, because they're really good people. So that's why they're late, because I send them all in one go, and then they all come out at once, and then I study what views that these videos get. For example, other day 12 videos went out at the same time. Me saying I'm going on vacation for a week did 400 in a day. Me saying Billy Joe Saunders might flee the nest did 900. And Glyn Rhodes telling me a story about Ali did 150. So why is that? Glyn Rhodes has got an MBE. He's a good guy. Who am I to get 400 and him 150? So I don't know. I think, is it down to do with catchy titles, catchy cover pictures? We don't know, but it's this sort of YouTube thing. It's sort of driven by views and things like that. And if you get views, you get subscribers and all that. And obviously, we might be going down that way where we're going to look to try and generate something off it, because like I said, things like this and expensive camera equipment and all the other stuff that goes with it, fancy microphones and memorabilia and stuff, it all costs, doesn't it, now? So that's why. So I've been just playing about with things and trying stuff, and we're trying different things. I'm trying different things all the time. I'm trying to find my way. I'm sort of doing my thing, aren't I? But I'm trying here, there and everywhere, and I'm putting the effort in every day. 4 hours in here, and there's other hours where I'm thinking about it and working hard. What humbles me as a person, what humbles me is seeing people go to work every day. Like my dad used to go to work at Pitt, and like I don't know, I can explain it. People in a boxing ring taking a good hiding and still keep getting off that stool. Gatti Ward round 9, that humbles me. Frotch round 6 against George Groves. I don't know, Ali against Fraser, you know, round 14. Stuff like that humbles me. Kids who, I was somewhere overnight, right, I'm not going to say where I were, but I was somewhere overnight, and there were a kid there, and he asked his mum if he could have a toy. They were shopping, or they'd been shopping, they'd come for something to eat where I was. His mum said, no, I can't afford that. And this kid said that he wishes his dad had not lost his job. Now that humbled me. That humbled me. Because kids can be like, I don't know, because some kids can be like selfish, can't they? Some kids can just want and want all the time. We're in a society now where we feel we have to give them all the time, aren't we? I remember when I wanted a pair of Patrick trainers, I was a kid, I'll never forget, it was June 84 I got them, but from the September of 83 I'd had people saying, what are them trainers, these trainers I were like, pfft. Anyway, I eventually got a pair in the June, so I was proud as anything. I went up to school with them. By this stage, you know, all the so-called trainer men from the other part of town where they were all richer, they got these Adidas, well, ZX 600s or whatever, I don't know, they were about 90 quid then. And I was sort of, God, you know, so, some people, this is why kids weren't saying trainers at school, is it shoes now? And that bothered me, and I always said, whenever I got a few quid, I'd just get me sent every pair of trainers that I could, and, you know, you know, and I did that, and that's why people say, how come you've got shoe racks with trainers all over your house? And I say, because I never had them when I was, you know, because nobody had anything, did they, in the 80s and that? Do you know what I mean? Families and that, you know, mining families and stuff like that, coal mining families. Nobody had like stuff like that, did they? I mean, people bought cars, didn't they, for 90 quid in them days. So, but that sort of thing humbles me, and obviously boxers who, you know, are taking good ideas and they keep getting off at the stool and keep getting up. You know, that humbles me a bit, I suppose, yeah, but obviously kids, you know, I'm a big, I don't like to see kids when they go out, and you see other kids who've got stuff and that, it's not nice, is it, I don't think. So I'm all for schools having everybody have kids with the same trainers, because I know what it's like not to have, you know, the fancy trainers that everybody else had. So that humbles me, John. So, not a boxing question, I suppose, a bit of a mixture, that one, wasn't it? Lawrence Sandtech. Can you add me in the prediction? Let me know if there's any spaces left. Keep on trucking. Kind regards, Lawrence T.E. Armstrong. I don't know. I didn't think there were any spaces left, but there's a couple, because somebody's not got back to me. So if you want to jump in, feel free. Ricky Illy, hi Porky, sorry to bother you. I do not normally subscribe to anyone if I know much online. I'm a boxing fan, and anyway, oh, you was on about Carl Thompson. Carl Thompson, I saw it on a Carl Thompson. It was the stoppage of the 90s. I saw it on a forum that somebody said it was Ring Magazine stoppage of the 90s. So if you go on boxingscene.com, you might have to go back on it. But what I will say to you is, if you go on, you can't find the Carl Thompson, Johnny Nelson, WBO, 13 stone 8, not 14.4, 13.8, when it was 188 pounds. Then I can't remember. When it's 13 stone 8. It's £200 now. Well, anyway, Carl Thompson and Johnny Nelson. Frank Warren's got the rights to that fight. I bet nobody can find that fight on YouTube. Johnny Nelson winning world title. Why can't they find it? Well, people in the industry say they can't find it because it were the worst stoppage of the 90s. Everybody knows it were. So get yourself out forums and have a look. But if you do find the fight, send me it, Mr. Ricky Illy, because I can assure you that was the worst stoppage of the 90s. It's that bad you can't even find it. We know who's got the rights to it, don't we? Colin Elliott, something in boxing. I'm not going to say what the first word. Can't read that out, Col. I hope your family are okay as well, mate. I can't read that out. Sorry. Simon Ward. Good evening, Porky. I'm unsure how to start this mail, but firstly, fantastic channel. Secondly, I also want to mail and discuss various boxing issues, but we will leave that to another day. Keep going, Russ, and I wish you and your family and Porky's Corner all the best. Keep on trucking, big lad. Give you a reply. Thank you, Simon. There you go. Thank you very much. Well, it's not a boxing question that, but yeah, send me the questions in the new year. Try and keep it short and to the point, one at a time. I don't want long essays, because if I end up reading it, I'm trying to look for something interesting, and it takes my mind off stuff. And I don't want to talk about past and what I've done in past and made bad mistakes, and I've paid the penalty and some. So all right. I am currently on leave and have no access to emails. I will return in January. I will respond to email on my return. Your email has not been forwarded. Whatever. I don't know. M.I. Cleaning. Hello, Russell. What's happened to Conor Benn? He's not been mentioned in a while. Keep on trucking. Neil from Warrington. Do you know what? I don't know what's happened to Conor Benn, Neil from Warrington, but cheers. I don't know what's happened to Conor Benn, but the way I look at it is this: he might be having a rest because he's still growing, isn't he, Conor Benn? And I think he's got a lot to learn. He's all right hand, isn't he? Nobody speaks about Conor Benn having a jab, does he? Has he got a jab? His dad never had a jab, did he? So his dad could have a tear up though, couldn't he? Conor Benn can have a tear up, and he's exciting, and I quite like him, but yeah. So Snickers, if you want to send me some, send me some. I choke to death if I eat that. I think that's about it really. Let's have a look. There's a couple of spam ones. Oh, we've got this one here. I'm not going to read that one out. We know what that one is. So that's one Badman out of the last 19. Is it 20? That's not bad, that, is it? But that was sent on the 4th of December. So we haven't had a bad email since the 4th of December. 14 days and not one bad email. John Wilson's back. When's next video out, Porky? I need my fix of bacon. You always seem to have a little dig at me, Mr. John Wilson, don't you? Get your bacon with some fried eggs, bit of brown sauce, bit of bread and butter. Make sure it's Lurpak and make sure it's brown bread, lightly toasted. Well, that's it for questions. It's now 10 to 2, so I'm going to be packing my stuff away because 10 mark 2 is enough for me now. So, peace out. Keep supporting boxing and keep on trucking. Alright? I'm going to make this channel work. Now, nobody's going to stop me. Nobody's going to stop me. I hope you all like the billboard that's up on Carhouse Road in Doncaster. There's another one going up shortly. There's going to be one every few months. It ain't going to be the same one as these last two. It's going to be something different. Coogan said to me in Bulgaria he didn't want to upset me because he doesn't want me to dig him out on a billboard. Now I wouldn't dig Coogan out. I didn't dig Eddie Earn out. I just asked him if he wants to come on channel and do some questions. Now what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pack my stuff away. I might send Eddie an email, but then again I'm probably not going to do. I don't think I'm going to get an interview with Eddie, am I really? He's not going to give me a press pass, I know that, because I'm too much, aren't I? I've been controversial, haven't I? But nobody's going to stop me doing this. Nobody's going to come up to me and threaten me. You know, people might want to have a dig at me, but sticks and stones, innit? You might get a black eye, you might get cut, whatever. But it's just going to make me more determined. I'm a very determined lad, I always have been. Everything I've ever done, I've put my mind to, I've succeeded at, and I will succeed with this channel. So I want people like you, the fans. No, you're not Porky fans, you subscribe, don't you, to the channel to hear me talk about boxing. I don't call it fans because I call it cringe, but you are hardcore boxing fans. You're not Porky fans. Some of you might think I'm funny and this and that. I'm a bit of a lad, aren't I? But I'm not spectacular. I'm just human like all of yous. I've still got issues like everybody else. But we're going to make the channel work, me and NJ, and NJ's brother Kev, we're going to do alright. So, nobody can do anything without me though, and I have the last say on everything, me. I can take advice on board, and I need it, because I need a bit of guidance, but once I start working, getting my head down, it all comes naturally to me. I'd like to think I'm pretty natural in front of the camera, but, you know, sometimes you can have a rude awakening, can't you? There you go. Sometimes you just don't know where you're walking, do you? Boom, walk into a wall. But it is what it is, isn't it? But it's just boxing, we're just talking about boxing, and I want my channel to succeed. There's no wrong with that, is there? Now, the negative stuff, it's water off a duck's back to me. It didn't used to be, but now it is, so bring it on. But we're going to do alright, we're going to change it all up, and I just want to get in that office next door and get it all changed about, and that there's all going to be a big change, and that when people get back into the country in New Year, we're going to sort a lot of things out, and I'm looking forward to it. Really looking forward to it. I'm enjoying it, and that's what it's all about, enjoying it. Worst scenario is that we're doing this in 18 months and I'm doing it out of a car again. That's the worst. Or in 3 months. Or if I've burnt a few bridges in or said a few things that I shouldn't. Get it sent out, Porky. And that'll be it, then. The worst scenario is I'll be doing it in car, so it's not end of world, is it? But we'll plod on. You see, in life, you know when you're like a grown-up, when you fail, grown-ups tend to jack it in, don't they? A 2-year-old kid falls down, what does he do? He gets up, doesn't he? 42-year-old man falls down, what does he do? Stays down, doesn't he? See what I mean? Kids shrug it off, and adults should be like that. We should shrug it off. And if you want it badly, you will go and get it. Do you understand? Now, getting back to the billboard with Eddie Hearn, it's a bit of banter, innit? If Eddie didn't want to come on channel, I'm not going to lose any sleep about it. If he does want to come on, brilliant. But I've got loads of questions here waiting for him, and he just isn't going to give me access to them questions. It's going to take you, the fans, to be going on Twitter and going and seeing that, getting them pictures, them billboards off all the Twitter, all the boxing hardcore fans. They've all got them on the sites. Go and get them. Go and get the picture. Send it to Eddie on his Twitter and say, Eddie, when you're going to go on Porky's channel, I'll even phone him or email me, and I'll get in touch with him. But I need your help to get to him. It's you that are going to help me with the channel. No, I'm not going to sit here begging and that, but you know, I can't do it all on my own. We're all in this together, aren't we? We're all one big hardcore group. It's just that I'm flying flag and I'm challenging the establishment, aren't I? I'm like, I've got a problem with authority. I always have had, and that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm not just the alternative news. I'm the voice for people in boxing who daren't say anything. Guy rang me up overnight, ex-champion boxer. He's training fighters now, and he says to me, what you say on your channel, we daren't say. I goes, why? He goes, well, we have to work with Eddie and Warren and all them lot, but you don't, do you? So, I suppose I'm in a fortunate position, but it's just my opinion, isn't it? For example, Rocky Fielding, what is he even doing in the same country as Canelo? He minding a boxing ring with him. Who would his best win? Red Brass. On paper it were a brass, wasn't it, his best win. So he were ranked higher than Zuga, wasn't he? Zuga were ranked really low, wasn't he? Yeah, he had a WBA belt, but his best win were who? Paul Smith. That just about says it all, doesn't it? But no, it is what it is, isn't it? It's boxing, isn't it? So keep supporting it. Keep supporting the channel, keep following it. But most of all, keep on trucking.